Join me as I dive into the world of hilarious pratfall fails and see if I can make it through without laughing too hard. Pratfalls are one of those universal comedic devices that never fail to make us laugh. There's just something about watching someone take a tumble, whether it's intentional or not, that taps into our inner child and makes us giggle uncontrollably. And trust me, we're about to see some of the most epic pratfalls out there. Pratfalls can happen anywhere, anytime. You might be walking down the street, minding your own business, when suddenly your feet decide to play a trick on you and send you flying. Or you might be in the middle of a sports game, trying to make a crucial play, when your body suddenly forgets how to physics. And then there are the performances, the dance routines, the acrobatic stunts, the high-wire acts, that can all go horribly wrong in a split second. But what makes pratfalls so fascinating is that they're often completely unpredictable. You can't script them, you can't plan them, and you can't even prepare for them. They just happen, out of the blue, and all you can do is laugh and try to make sense of what just went down. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. Explore the wonderful world of pratfalls, and try to figure out what makes them so darn funny. I've got a ton of amazing clips lined up for you, showcasing some of the most epic pratfalls ever caught on camera. From face plants to butt slides, from trip and falls to full-on flips, we're going to see it all. So sit back, relax, and try not to laugh too hard. I dare you. Okay, let's get started with our first clip, which shows a guy trying to do a backflip off a trampoline. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, it's not as easy as it looks, trust me. As soon as he takes off, you know something's about to go wrong. And boy, does it ever. He twists and turns in midair, trying to right himself, but it's too late. He faceplants into the mat, and the crowd goes wild. Next up, we have a gymnast trying to land a tricky dismount. She's got the skills, she's got the talent, but somehow she just loses her footing and ends up on her butt. It's like she says, "I meant to do that." Yeah, sure girl, we believe you. And then there's the guy who tries to sneak past a defender on the soccer field, but ends up tripping over his own feet instead. It's like he's trying to make a break for the goal, but his legs have other ideas. As we keep watching these clips, you start to realize that pratfalls aren't just funny, they're also kind of relatable. We've all had those moments where we trip over our own feet, or spill coffee all over our shirts, or just plain old fall flat on our faces. And seeing others do the same thing, even if it's in a more spectacular way, makes us feel a little better about ourselves. Like, hey, I'm not the only one who's clumsy, right? Okay, let's move on to our next clip, which shows a guy trying to do a fancy skateboard trick. He's got the skills, he's got the style, but somehow he just loses his balance and ends up sliding across the floor on his stomach. It's like he's trying to do a belly slide, but his body has other ideas. And then there's the woman who tries to walk down a catwalk in stilettos, but ends up face planting into the crowd instead. Talk about a fashion faux pas, but the pièce de résistance, the crème de la cringe, is the final clip we're going to see today. This guy is trying to do a massive jump on his bike, but somehow he misjudges the distance and ends up flying over the handlebars instead. It's like he's trying to defy gravity, but gravity has other ideas. And the best part is, he gets up, dusts himself off, and tries again, because that's what pratfall heroes do. In the end, pratfalls are all about the joy of laughter, the thrill of the unexpected, and the comfort of knowing that we're not alone in our clumsiness. So the next time you trip over your own feet, just remember, you're not alone, and you're definitely not the only one who's ever face-planted in public. Thanks for watching, guys. If you've got a favorite pratfall moment, be sure to leave it in the comments below. And don't forget to check out my other videos for more hilarious content. I promise you, they're worth the laugh.